So I'm trying to understand why my generation and even the people older, maybe the generation behind me and maybe the generation after that, why they think the way they do. But then I get it. For example, as far as me and my new pregnancy and shit like that, at first everything is all cute, everyone all in your face trying to help you, offering handouts and all this. Then when that growth spurt hits, you on your own, everything gets a little harder, and then everyone want to play dumb. Everyone want to give you a hard time, but everyone want to act like based off what sex baby or what sex children you have is related to drugs. So, like for example, I used to smoke a lot. I ended up with two sons. A lot of the times, females with daughters, it looks like that's their coca. Like and it's just like the generation today is just that kind of crazy. And so, with me not knowing the sex of this baby, people won't know what the fuck to say about me. People won't know how to relate or how to relate in order to want to treat me a certain way, if that makes sense. People always want to relate how you treat your child or your children to how you used to be prior. If you used to drink a lot, it will show. If you used to smoke a lot, it will show. I went through that. Then I was being judged because I spent too much time with my kids. There was a time when I wasn't even paying no mind to my kid's father. I didn't want to argue. I didn't want to go through none of that. So I decided to just spend more time with my kids, hang out with my kids. Obviously, because my kids was living with me. Our bond grew stronger on days that I don't want to argue with their father, on days that I don't see their father. And so people act like, your kids are your drug. And in a way, yeah. But then if they decide, or when they decide to make that not true, to make that seem not true, then now you're looking like a crackhead. Or now this and that and the third. And I'm just thinking, like, even on my video prior to today's postings, yeah, my face was all ashy. I had just took a shower. I look like a crackhead. Can you imagine if I went outside like looking like that? And I'm just like, wow. But nowadays I don't care. Um, because if you're not paying my bills, if you're not fucking with me, or if you're not fucking me, if you don't take care of my kids and shit like that, I don't owe you any explanation. I don't owe you shit. So you judging me behind my back, I don't really give a fuck. Um, so imagine if like I have a new viewer, never seen none of my videos, but that's the video they see. What they gonna think? And so I was like, wow, you know, I'm already wondering how is my life gonna be after this kid is born? Am I going back to work? Obviously, I won't be going back to work where I was working last. But as far as like what kind of job will I find? If it's not work from home, where would I leave my kid if it's not at home? My mother's supposed to be retiring soon. Hopefully, she could move out here and watch my baby. And so, with that being said, it would be more convenient for her to go modify that petition so that my kids can pull up. So, they're not out of zone for too long. And I'm just like, if people see that you're not purchasing everything and anything in the fucking children's play store and they know you're an addict, they're thinking you're purchasing drugs. Or if they don't see you at the fucking liquor store, they don't know what the fuck to say about you. And shit like that. I'm like, why? If I'm at my lowest, you're not helping me with my kids. Why should you care? You know? Why are you ready to fix your fingers and write a fucking report that is half-assed, ain't true? And if it is, what are you doing to help? And shit like that. And I'm just like, wow, I hope I don't go through none of the shit I went through. You know? I already know that my communication has to be better with these instructors and these teachers because I'm not about to go through that. As far as my grades in at the university I'm enrolled in now, I still think their grading was biased. I just don't know exactly why. They'll have their punk ass reason like, well, you didn't get this grade in these quizzes, or your work needed a little more effort or whatever, but I didn't deserve two F's at all. I think I just would have gotten a D, whether that's a D minus or a D plus. Most likely a D minus, but not no fucking F. I find it ironic how prior to me getting the final grades, the president is on TV talking about the nation and all types of shit. Just yesterday, I found out that Washington's team, I think baseball team, are the Washington Nationals. So I just find that a little ironic. And if you see my video from today, my little uploaded video, damn, I gotta go get more. Then you'll kind of connect with what I'm saying. But as far as like the news, the Baltimore news where the ship hit the fucking bridge and all this bullshit, those are just distractions for me. I feel like it's bullshit, it's distractions. It's like waste the money, waste the energy, trying to see what people. I don't know. I think very weird. I hate government controversies and government scandals and scams and all types of shit. You can't even watch the news straight with everything just being straight news. They gotta be subliminals within the news. They gotta redirect your mind somewhere where it really shouldn't be, and all types of shit. And eventually, motherfuckers don't even want to watch TV. I've been there too. So I just hope that once my baby is out, me and my baby can live in peace. Once I gotta do what I gotta do, that could be done in peace. I'm less upset during this pregnancy. Yeah, I've had my ups and downs, but I feel like as far as medical and as far as educational teams go, I feel like they just need to stick with their job. Now, when it comes to weird scripts being entered into their job descriptions for them to like act weird and be annoying, that's when I draw the line. That's when I'm like trying to X out. And I'm just being honest. Um, and I feel like Figure out where your little script is coming from. Figure out why you're treating me the way you're treating me. Figure out if it makes sense. And if it doesn't, feel sorry for yourselves. Honestly. Um, People want to make it hard for me to better myself and better my situation as if I don't work hard to do so. As if I gotta keep begging motherfuckers to help me out. As if I gotta keep begging motherfuckers to open doors and this and that and the third. And I don't. I don't need to. I feel like I don't need to. I feel like my work, my resume, my effort should be enough. I don't like kissing ass. So that's just not gonna happen. If that's what you're looking for, that's just not gonna happen. As far as my parents go, I don't kiss ass to them neither. Whether you remember your child or not, it is what it is. Whether you want to continue a relationship with your child or not, it is what it is. So pick one. Um, and that's just that. And I'm treating my kids the same way. I feel like by now you're at a decent age where you can start earning what you're receiving. Don't feel like it needs to be given to you. No. And the thing is, once you as a parent know that about your kid and how you're raising and disciplining your kids, motherfuckers want to come in and pretend that's not how it should be when that is how it should be. That's when motherfuckers want to try to, how can I say, reroute your kid's mindset, make them think another way because you're doing it this way. And that's just always how it's going to be. Motherfuckers is always going to be controversial and contradict your way. Of course, kids should be able to pick and choose eventually, but I'm just saying, don't pick my way. You will suffer. It will be harder for you, you know? That's how I was raised. So, um, I don't know. I feel like I still want it to be a surprise as far as the baby's sex. Um, but no matter what the sex of the baby is, I treat my kids like they are my crack. Um, but even crackheads know their limits and might not fiend off of your little batch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's my point of this video. What I'm saying is people think that because I'm pregnant that I'm going to settle for certain things, certain situations, and I'm just not. Either I'm over it or it's my way type shit, you know? Sometimes I don't want to settle. Sometimes I don't feel like settling will make sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense to me, I'm just not going to do it. Um, I feel like as far as my kids go, with my oldest telling me that he does not want to take pictures in June, I feel like he should be at least bringing up a new idea, not asking me what else we can be doing. You know, I already told you that is what we should be doing. That's what we're gonna do, but you're contradicting that, and it's like, okay, I can't force you, but at least bring up another idea. Don't just leave it as if you still don't know what the fuck we should be doing after all these conversations and all these months and all this time. I just feel like I'm not in a place where I need to be stressing over what you're telling me. If it's not a yes, if it's not I'm with it, if it's not okay, stuff like that, then I feel like I'm gonna fight you as far as knowing why you don't want to do this, why, and I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that right now. So you not giving me the option to hear out my youngest son, your younger brother, is selfish to me, and I don't want to even discipline you on that because I feel like I'm gonna get myself worked up. I'm gonna get myself upset. I'm gonna catch high blood pressure, all types of shit, and I don't feel like doing that. So I feel like this is why you're with your father. And if because he's giving you the ideas to decline my ideas, then we're gonna have a problem. But if not, if it's just your decision, you don't want to do this, okay, I respect your decision. But I would also like an explanation. I would also want to know why you feel you don't want to do this. I would also want to know what my other son feels or thinks, and you do not listen when I'm telling you. Please give him the option to call. Please let him know that, he has messages from his mother. Please let him know this, that, and the third. It's all about you, and I just don't like that anymore. I understand the other one doesn't have a phone. I understand he has access to a phone, whether it's yours or whether it's the house phone, whether it's your father's phone, whether it's his grandmother, grandpa's phone, uncle's phone. He has access to a fucking phone. Have him call his mother. I don't understand why I just gotta entertain you whenever you decide to text me or whenever you decide to call me. I already told you both. I don't appreciate you guys only calling me once a month when grandma is there. That's neither here or there. So this is the part where I also, as far as me comparing you to a favorite drug of mine or a favorite anything of mine, I feel like this is where I gotta hang up. This is where I gotta let go. This is where I gotta ignore. This is where I'm like, that don't even exist. You know? It's something that I've kind of worked on throughout these years since you guys been apart from me, and I feel like I'm not in the wrong. Um, I've asked for you guys to start journaling since 2 years ago. You guys refuse. You guys don't know what to say, or you guys don't want to put it down on paper. I don't know what the fuck is the deal. I've asked you guys to video chat, video call. You guys don't want to do that. I'm not gonna force myself to enter into a iPhone plan, and you guys are still gonna ignore me and give me the silent treatment then. So I'm just like out of I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. Um, I feel like it's not right if your father is collecting child support from me and is not letting you guys know whenever he receives that, or is not doing his part as far as his spending with that. I feel like if that's the case, I feel like you guys should let me know. I feel like it's not right that when I did send my payment uh last year, it was returned to me, and yet these motherfuckers are still charging me. So it just makes no sense how shit is operating within the government, within the court system, within the educational system, within the medical system. I'm not dumb. And I just can't believe that you guys are still letting me feel the way I feel after all these months, after all these conversations. Um, at this point, I feel like I don't owe you nothing but child support. And I feel like that's just not the route that you really want to go as far as fucking with me. I feel like, I feel like you guys deserve my all, but at the same time, I feel like by now you guys should be earning it. And if you guys don't want to work to earn it, then cool, cool, no problem. I'm sick and tired of mama spoiling you guys when I feel like by now she should switch up her mechanism for you guys. And that is me as your mother saying that. But again, they want to try to act, like, for example, you guys were like my drug. Like I was literally addicted to my kids. And I felt like there was nothing wrong with that. But I feel like by them taking you away, it's like they're taking my drug away, and so I have to start sobering up. I have to start being strong. I can't be weak anymore, you know? And that shit hurts for real. It hurts as a fucking mother. It hurts that it gotta be this way, but this is called growing the fuck up. It's called growing the fuck up. Um, and that even that is hard for me because I'm still young. And so people don't understand that. People want to play that. People want to downplay that. People want to downsize that. People want to do everything in the fucking book to that because they know it's true. Because they know they've seen it. They witnessed it. They know of it. And it's sad that you guys are still playing me. I can't even get a fucking good morning text, a good morning call, a good night text, a good night call, a hello, how you been? Um, Not even on the fucking weekends. I understand, you busy, you got school, you treat it like it's your fucking job, but not even on fucking payday. Like, and I'm so sick of that, and I'm not even gonna pressure you. When you get older, you will need your mother, just like you will need your father. And I've been told you that. And so I don't appreciate how he just done swept you guys up and feel like he's owed something when in reality he's not. This was his responsibility from jump as well as it was mine. And I'm not impressed by none of it. Um, before you guys were born, he was my boyfriend, and he became your father. And we couldn't be boyfriend and girlfriend and be parents. It just was not working out. And so he went and got himself another girlfriend. There were many times where I done got myself different boyfriends, and you also know that other life of me. So I don't feel bad. I feel like we both outgrown each other. I feel like our relationship should be cordial, respectful, and at least he should be able to update me on you guys. I don't feel like it's the end of the world if he does. Um, but he's just not going to do that because I don't want to be with him. Um, I don't know about his other relationship, and honestly, I could care less. But I feel like by us being your parents, as young as we are, we shouldn't really hate each other. I feel like he should be able to tell me, listen, your son's graduation is coming up. Your son's graduation is this date. Do you want to show up? Do you want to pull up? Should we save your ticket? Listen, your son is at the hospital. Listen, this, that, and the third. Listen, your son needs this and that, and he doesn't. And because he used to feed me fucking drugs, he feels like I need to bow down to him and suck his dick when I don't. And that's just what I don't want for you guys. I don't want you to treat women like that. I don't want you to treat girls like that. It's not right. And what he can do with the same weed he used to give me is shove it up his ass. That's what he can do. And so when I lost my mind, when I needed him the most, he thought that it was other weeds that was bugging, that was making me bugging, that was making me bug out, you know? He didn't take responsibility for his part, and that turns me off. That's really why we ended our relationship. I couldn't trust him, I couldn't fuck with him, and there was no need. But as far as us being co-parents, there's nothing else more important to me. Nothing, and you guys know that. So with that being said, be careful how you treat these baby mamas. Be careful how you treat their kids. Be careful how you want to compare them to their favorite things. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Because your shit could go away too.